Yesterday, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang announces their intent to attempt to compete with Tesla when it comes to autonomy, trained end-to-end on video only, although simultaneously admitting they can't get enough real-world data, so most of that is going to be simulated via what they're calling Cosmos. Elon Musk, in response to a user on X who started the post, "I have to admit that I feel a bit worried when I saw NVIDIA releases Alpha Mayo, or Mayo, which is their name for their attempt at solving autonomy." Musk responds, "I'm not losing any sleep about this, and I genuinely hope they succeed." Although, as I've said, hope is not a strategy. In my video yesterday, I pointed out one critically important piece of the puzzle that Jensen himself admitted is entirely lacking. It's the real-world data. He literally said, he used the word impossible. It's impossible for us to get all the real-world scenarios, all the edge cases. That's what he was getting at. But we'll just try and simulate all of that. Like Musk, I'm not losing any sleep about this, and also hope NVIDIA is successful. It's a big opportunity to go after. But as I also said yesterday, if the companies that would potentially approach NVIDIA about this had any sense at all, they would have already talked to Tesla a few years ago and agreed to license FSD. I mean, the problem's essentially solved. Just put some fucking cameras on your vehicles. Don't make it hard for us. Do this at massive scale, and we'll give you a few of our engineers for a couple of days to figure out camera placement, some slight adjustments to the code, and bam, you're up and running. Another user on X asked Elon Musk, "Honest question here, are we missing something? This looks like what Tesla has already been doing for years, except Tesla is training on massive real-world data from actual customers and a live fleet with a neural net, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, okay, we get the point. Elon responds, "You're right." He adds, this is important, "The actual time from when FSD sort of works to where it is much safer than human is several years. The legacy car companies won't design the cameras and AI computers into their cars at scale until several years after that." Because, of course, this is my commentary, not Musk's post, in case you're just listening audio only, because they're idiots. That's just the facts. As I said, if they weren't idiots, they'd already be offering FSD. It's already a money printed today. Can you imagine any company out there operating at scale today, whether it's VW, Ford, doesn't matter. Imagine if they had Tesla FSD and they're licensing it already. All they need to do, a couple of $1,000s of cameras and sensors on their vehicles, right? And they're licensing it. Then Tesla gives them a very generous split, let's say it's 50-50. They're charging $99 a month, or maybe call it $129, just a little bit more than Tesla. 50-50 split. Tesla takes half that. They take half that. They make more money on every vehicle sold. Their customers have a great product they can access. It's called winning. But they're too stupid to have done this. Remember, the take rate on FSD, I believe somewhere around, call it 1 in 5 customers is paying for this for a Tesla vehicle. Can you imagine if you're a legacy automotive company and 1 in 5 of your customers, you're making an extra, let's just call it $50-$60 a month of recurring revenue because you had the foresight to agree to FSD licensing off Tesla? It's bizarre. Anyway, Musk adds, so, referring to NVIDIA's attempt at solving autonomy, "This may be a competitive pressure on Tesla in 5 or 6 years, but probably longer." Hence, he's not losing any sleep. Now, I have a funny suspicion that universal among Tesla bears, skeptics, short sellers, former short sellers who blew up their funds because they kept betting against Tesla like a moron, expecting different results, Elon haters, and many money managers, including those who believe that everyone's going to magically catch up to Tesla instantaneously by pressing the magic catch up to Tesla button and solve autonomy. And while they're at it, press the somehow profitably produce EVs at scale button at the same time. I think the reaction from most of these folks is going to be, look, Tesla's screwed now. NVIDIA's going to press the magic catch up to Tesla button and solve autonomy instantly. Maybe later in this video, I'll go dig around and look for some of their reactions, but that's my hunch. So, see, now, look, Tesla's fucked now. NVIDIA's going to solve autonomy because they said so. Tacit in these potential responses, well, I'm pretty confident that's the reaction, will be the assertion that Elon Musk is an idiot, and obviously he's completely wrong when he says, 1, I'm not losing sleep, and 2, it's probably going to be a competitive Tesla on Tesla, maybe in half a decade or so, not instantly. By the way, I wonder what Tesla FSD is going to look like in 5 or 6 years. Lucky for us, NVIDIA's CEO actually had some comments about Tesla's FSD following this announcement.
You'd be surprised. First of all, I think the Tesla stack is the most advanced AV stack in the world. And
thank you, Captain Obvious. This comment from Jensen Huang is worth analysing and dissecting. It's true, also obvious. This is one data point to suggest that Jensen Huang, who, let's be honest here, has a reasonable understanding of what's happening in the world of AI currently, is not only reasonably aware of what's happening, but also willing to be honest. He's aware Tesla's AI stack for autonomy, far and away the most advanced in the world. So he knows the thing that's true. He's also willing to say the thing that's true. This is a good sign. He also didn't in any way attempt to diminish what the team at Tesla had done or suggest that NVIDIA would somehow instantaneously, magically catch up to and then exceed Tesla. No barbs were thrown. No attempts to portray Tesla's software as dangerous, defective, lacking in necessary hardware and sensors. The dude straight up said, look, best in the world, no shit Sherlock, good start. He's also previously praised Musk and his AI-led efforts, including at XAI, as having done things that no one else in the world could have done. So at this point, one might wonder, what would the self-proclaimed experts who've been suggesting and continue to double down, triple down, on their claims that Tesla's way behind when it comes to autonomy? I mean, bro over here might know a little bit about AI, piloting a $5 trillion company that's worth that much almost entirely because of AI, saying Tesla has the most advanced autonomous stack in the world. Meanwhile, so-called experts, Tesla's light years behind Waymo. I wonder how they will pass these comments from Jensen Huang. My best guess, actually, is they'll probably just turn on the guy and start calling him a fraud and a liar and a scammer and a con artist and whatever else, because that's their best cope. And again, I also just want to reiterate my prediction. I'll try and find some reaction soon, but the Tesla bears and skeptics, like the perma haters, they're either going to turn on Jensen or more likely just assume next year or 3 months from now, NVIDIA is going to have software that's equally capable as Tesla for a fraction of the cost. The irony, of course, of giving credit to this potential project while dismissing anything that Tesla's been doing or any future outcomes there, as inevitable and obvious as they are.
And I think the Tesla AV operations is the most advanced in the world.
So there we have it. Not only the hardware stack most advanced in the world, but the actual software, e.g. AV operations, aka the vehicles themselves, their capability. It's not just the hardware, but what the hardware is able to do. Most advanced in the world. It's quite clear about that.
And I'm fairly certain that they were already using end-to-end AI.
Yes. Correct. That was V12, the rewrite, deleted 300,000 plus lines of code. We covered this about 2 years ago, right? The Palo Alto drive. I was doing backflips over this, said the exact same shit for like 65 videos in a row, at least. Bro, this is massive. They just trained it end-to-end on video only. This is a huge deal. No heuristics. Holy fuck. Repeat. Really big deal. This approach, by the way, also unique among other companies attempting to solve autonomy. Although most of them eventually going to realize they're going to need to go end-to-end as well. Just one problem, we don't have the data.
And whether their AI also did reasoning or not is somewhat secondary to that first part.
I think his point.
So now that we've heard from both Elon Musk, who says, not really worried about this, and I really do want them to succeed, aka not really a reasonable threat, and likely to take at least half a decade before they've made enough progress to actually have a sufficiently capable product to be on par with where Tesla is at today. And then NVIDIA's own CEO saying, yeah, Tesla's absolutely got the best hardware stack and the best actual software as well. So rest in peace the experts who claimed otherwise. But hey, what would Elon or Jensen know about AI or autonomy? Let's see if I can find some reactions from, let's say first a Tesla short seller and a bear or two or three or five, and then maybe some traditional investors who are of the opinion that everyone's going to solve autonomy almost at the same time, and therefore it's unlikely that what deluded Tesla fanboys like myself are implying, e.g. Tesla has a dominant position and will take the lion's share of the profits in autonomy at scale over time, is ridiculous. Everyone's got to get a slice of this. It's not that hard of a problem to solve, right? First, let's go digging for some bears. And when I say go looking for bears, I actually just mean ask Grok to do the work for me, because why would I use my brain cycles and time when I can use Grok's brain cycles and Grok's time? Seriously, by the way, if you're not using Grok every single day, you are doing it wrong. So you can see the prompt on screen now. In short, can we find some Tesla bears, skeptic, short sellers and Elon haters, their commentary on this announcement and the implications for Tesla? Then separately, can we do the same, not necessarily for bears and skeptics or short sellers, but traditional investors, money managers, finance, media pundits, etc. Boy, does Grok deliver the goods. Now, we've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, but follow me because this is going to set things up very nicely. A recent post, Musk adding some commentary on a repost from a SpaceX presentation. User who reposted this, SpaceX is going to produce starships like their aeroplanes. Musk responds, yes, at massive volume. Maybe as high as 10,000 ships per year. So long term, as many as 10,000 starships being produced per year. Ridiculous scale. Some context might be useful. Today globally, as in the entire planet Earth, produces roughly 1,300 commercial aircraft per year. So we're not far off 10 times that number of starships versus today's global production of commercial aircraft. In fact, take it a step further. The entire global commercial aircraft fleet today stands at roughly 35,000. He's talking about producing in just over 3 years the equivalent of the entire global commercial aircraft fleet today, every 3 and a bit years. This is just bonkers. Not aircraft, Starship, a brand new technology. I don't even need to explain the differences here, right? A Starship can go to Mars. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, it turns out that everybody's favorite Elon hater, Dim Chanos, recently shared some commentary on this. A snarky and derogatory little bit of commentary on Musk's post mentioning the intent to get to as many as 10,000 Starships per year. What the fuck? Jim.
So maybe 1 per hour.
Can you imagine your response to this is to try and diminish the long-term goal of manufacturing 10,000 of the world's most advanced, largest, and by the way, reusable rockets?
So maybe 1 per hour. Oh, what a loser.
This poor guy is so far gone, defies belief. So how did I end up on this post about SpaceX? I just wanted to give some background. Clearly, Dim Chanos, at least from my deluded Tesla fanboy perspective, can't think clearly about anything to do with Tesla and or Musk. So, naturally, his response to this news from NVIDIA will be totally rational, reasonable, and not at all embarrassing, right? Right. Wrong. In response to this news, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang just announced the full stack from NVIDIA, blah, blah, blah. NVIDIA shipping full stack AV on 2025 Mercedes-Benz, initially in Q1 of 2026. Not a great deal of detail about its capabilities, but that's okay. Jim has his thoughts. Q1 of 2026 seems soon. Also, did Tesla recently change their logo? Is he suggesting that this software will be equally as capable as what NVIDIA has on roads with Mercedes allegedly in the first quarter of 2026? But don't worry, there's more. In response to the same post we saw earlier from Tesla Economics asking, sorry, but hasn't Tesla been doing this for years? What's actually new here? Mr. Chanos writes this. What's actually new here is that NVIDIA is basically confirming the view that autonomous software will be ubiquitous by 2030 and will be standard equipment on most automobiles, aka NVIDIA will press the magic catch up to Tesla button and then everyone will have Tesla capable autonomous software. Therefore, Tesla won't dominate. I wonder, by the way, if he has any comments on NVIDIA's own CEO Jensen Huang describing Tesla's stack as best in the world, the hardware and the actual software as well, best in the world. Meanwhile, into the traditional investing world, Gary Black. I've argued for years that several manufacturers would solve for unsupervised autonomy at around the same time as Tesla. Yes, he has. And I've argued for years that I don't think this will play out. But hey, we'll find out. NVIDIA's Alpha Myo technology, blah, 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 yeah, we know, which uses vision and radar, allows manufacturers such as Mercedes and Lucid to customize how much autonomy they want in their cars and will be available in Mercedes cars in the first quarter of 2026, which validates that premise. Okay, so here is the multi-trillion-dollar question. When we do see this appear in the Mercedes vehicles in the first quarter of this year, very soon, will it be equally capable, the Tesla's FSD supervised software, comparably capable? Will it work in the same conditions with the same capabilities or close enough? Or is it more likely to be somewhat limited in its capabilities? Because this is going to be very important. Some great commentary in the comments here. Jeff Lutz. NVIDIA hasn't solved unsupervised autonomy by their own admission. I'm surprised you would say that based on no performance data presented. Why do you think it's cheaper than FSD or a Tesla Robotaxi just based on the sensor suite alone plus NVIDIA margin and non-recurring engineering? Doesn't make sense. This is in response to Gary's assertion later in this post. The incremental cost to manufacture has not been determined but will likely be lower than Tesla FSD and tiered based on the number of products chosen by each OEM customer, blah, blah, blah. Quite an assertion. Jeff continues. On Robotaxi, it's more than a computer in a car. Autonomous charging, deployment, maintenance, cleaning, fleet monitoring, service, insurance, and the raw cost of the vehicle. NVIDIA did not present any solutions for these items. He continues, let's go to a Mercedes dealership this week and test drive it. We should be able to enter any address in North America and take us there to start the conversation of it catching up to Tesla FSD. Good point, right? So I don't think Jeff's losing a lot of sleep over this either. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.